Hey, it's Juan here, and first off, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And in this video, what I wanted to show you is the step-by-step process I use to generate 20 to 30 new ketamine patients every single month on demand and predictability. Now, I did want to take a step back for a second and make it clear. This training today is for ketamine practice owners who are already seeing patients and who are already in business. This isn't for those that are still in the startup phase that don't have a clinic or aren't open to seeing patients yet. Now, in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you how to generate a consistent flow of new clients on demand and predictability month after month, how to position yourself as a specialist and command premium pricing, and also how to make your practice stand out from your target market. Basically, we're going to cover everything you need to know so that you can build your practice using predictable, repeatable systems instead of guesswork, failure, and wasting any time or money. Now, a couple of house rules. This is not a get rich quick type of scheme or a you sit back and do nothing type of opportunity. This is not for people who make excuses or complain or are still stuck in that information gathering mode and aren't prepared to take action and get results. You must be good at what you do and believe you can dominate a marketplace. When we work with somebody, ultimately, we want to position you as the best. We want people driving across town to come see you because you are the best. But you must also be willing to put in the work. And we have to do this together to get you the results we're looking for. And if you have that part covered, we can help you unlock the floodgates. But without that, unfortunately, we can't help. Now, the reality of most practice owners is that they start out every month wondering where their next client is going to come from. We come into the office, we open at 9, and we kind of just sit there hoping our phone is going to ring or that somebody's going to refer us a patient. And what that does is it causes these waves of revenue where some months are good, the money pours in, but then some months aren't that good, and we just can't seem to maintain it. And we secretly know that our work is worth more than what we're charging, but we're afraid of lifting our prices because people will stop buying. And we see other people doing big things and growing exponentially, and we're wondering, like, what's so special about them? Why can't we do the same? We work long, hard hours. We do a bunch of stuff and we burn ourselves out. And we also understand that online marketing is a pivotal lever in our business, but we just haven't figured it out. And we feel like there's this invisible ceiling on the amount of money that we can make each month that we just can't seem to crack. But I'm here to tell you that it's not you. There's a lot of clinics, a lot of businesses that go through the same exact thing. So it's not you. Stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning yourself. It's just simply that you're stuck in the old model of doing things and you haven't moved to the highly leveraged, highly profitable, predictable new model of growing your practice. And I'm going to show you today exactly what this looks like. And when you do move to this new model, you're going to have complete control over who you work with, how you work with them, and also the prices you command. No more needs to be the cheapest price on the block. And people will be coming to you and booking appointments and wanting to work specifically with you. We'll also be able to generate patients on demand and with predictability month after month and have an exact idea on how much it's going to cost to get a new patient and how long of a time period it takes to get that new patient. And more importantly, your business will become much more simple and significantly more profitable with less moving parts, complexity, and overhead. And finally, that invisible ceiling on your income will disappear and you'll blast right through it right away without having to do more stuff. You'll finally have a proven, repeatable business model that you can scale every single month. And you'll also be able to do this while tapping back into the joy that you had when you first started your business and started working with your first few patients before it got all complicated and draining. Quick intro. My name is Juan Morales. I'm a registered nurse. Been an ER nurse for 14 years, but about 8 years ago, I started my first company, which was a staffing agency. We built it over 5 years and then sold it, which was our plan. And then practice owners, friends of mine, started reaching out and saying, "Hey, Juan, like, how did y'all grow that business so fast?" And after that, I figured, well, this stuff I'm teaching them is working. Maybe I should start charging for this type of stuff. And that's when I founded Impact Growth Consultants. And we specialize in helping cash-based clinics set up inbound marketing systems that deliver patients every single day on demand with predictability. So what is this new model? I'm going to go ahead and share this with you. Take a lot of notes, and if anything, you're going to get a lot of value from this, at least awareness of what you should be doing so that then you can go implement it. And there's 2 pillars to this thing. And one of them is you need high quality targeted traffic. Without traffic, there's nothing. People aren't aware. They don't know who you are. But more importantly, we also need a proven system that'll turn that traffic into paying patients. And a lot of us, we're focused on this part and we're thinking, I need to run Google ads. I need to run Facebook ads. How do I get the word out? How do I get referrals? We're focused so much on this targeted traffic and producing volume that we don't take the time to put a system in place that's going to turn that person that has no idea what ketamine is or has all these misconceptions about it, and we expect them just to trust us and book a consult. That's not going to happen. There's a lot of education that needs to happen for them to actually do that, to actually turn them into paying patients. And for us to do that, we need to use inbound marketing, and we also need to know our numbers. Now, most clinic owners, they rely on what I call random acts of marketing or hope marketing. Like we mentioned at the beginning, we kind of just go into our office and just hope somebody's going to come to us. And what happens is we don't have a consistent flow of patients. And we have no way to get these clients on demand, and we have no idea how much it costs us and how long it's going to take. So we're kind of just left in despair, not knowing how to grow our business. And I'm going to switch over to another screen and show you what this looks like. So as I mentioned, it all starts with a Facebook ad. And what this ad does is it generates targeted traffic, which we mentioned was one of the pillars. And why Facebook? The reason we use Facebook is because what this lets us do is tap into people that are looking for ketamine services that are aware of it. But it also allows us to tap into people that don't even know this is an option or that it exists. So we have an opportunity to educate people and for them to even be aware. At any given time, only 2 to 3% of your market is actually looking for your services and know what you offer. But then there's another 10% that might be considering it but need some education. So as you can see, we just opened up our market more. Where if you're only focused on those 2 to 3%, then you're probably using Google ads because those are the people that are actually searching for your services. In comparison with Facebook, we're able to get in front of more people that don't even know ketamine is an option and lead with education so that then now that they're aware, they'll want to learn more. So it starts with a Facebook ad. And our goal is to get them to something I call a webinar funnel. And the webinar funnel, what it is a simple landing page where somebody's going to sign up to attend a webinar we're going to host, and they're going to give us their name, their email, and their phone number, so that then we can email them the registration link so that they can join us on this live class that we're going to host. And on this class, we're just going to give them the information they need that they already have in their mind, which I'll talk to you a little bit later. When they land on this webinar and they sign up, we're going to take them to a thank you page, at which point we're going to send them some email and text reminders, and it's going to have just the information for them to sign up to this webinar. They attend this webinar, we have them do a small survey, and then we book them on a free consult. If they're not able to make it, we send them the replay. They can sign up for the survey and then book a free consult. And in between here, there's some more email and text reminders. So the reason this works so good, especially for ketamine, is because there's a lot of education that needs to happen between the Facebook ad and to help them cross this bridge of booking this free consult. And most of us are going from here, Facebook ads, straight to free consult. And that's not going to work because people have a lot of false ideas, misconceptions, and there's a lot of information out there that's not accurate. And what we need to do is take the role of the educator and be that source of information, of true, credible information. And we need to show them like, hey, this is what it is. These are the results we're getting. This is what we've done to make this safe. And this is how you can sign up, take this survey, and then book a consult. So we're checking all these boxes. We're not expecting for them to go do their own research and find a bunch of garbage online and then hope that they book a consult. We're actually taking a proactive role to educate them so that when they are ready, we become the obvious provider that's going to offer the service. And people are willing to drive across town because they trust you. This is a delicate topic. They're not just going to want to go if anybody. They'll be willing to travel is what we're seeing. All right. Now, as I mentioned, now that we have the traffic, we have to know our numbers. Like, how does all of this break down in terms of cost? And I'm going to switch back over to my other screen. Facebook ad, on average, and this varies per market, but on average, it's going to cost us about $1 for somebody to click on the ad and visit this webinar page. About 30% of those are going to actually sign up. They're going to opt in. So if we get 100 people, if we drive 100 clicks, which cost us $100, we can expect about 30 of those to actually sign up, which means it's costing us $3 an opt-in. Now, out of these people that opted in, about 10% are going to actually show up. So they made it through our Facebook ad, they signed up, took them to the thank you page. Only 10% are going to actually watch this webinar, which is not too bad, right? People get busy. Life happens, but we're also going to give them the replay later. 10% will actually attend, which means about 30 people. It's going to cost us about $30 for us to have somebody attend our webinar. And after that, about 25% of them are actually going to sign up as a new patient, which leads us to an average of $120 per new patient. Now, $120 might sound expensive, but that's why we sell ketamine packages, right? We're not going to sell them a one-time infusion or treatment that costs a couple of $100s. What we need to do is be able to offer a therapy, a bundle, a cluster of therapies that we can offer them. And that's where we have to be good at actually knowing how to sell this thing, which is what we're going to help you with as well if you have problems with that. But for $120 a new patient, and if you're selling something that's, $12, $13, $14, $1,500, It's now a no-brainer, right? We know that we can pump $120 into this machine that we're going to build for you. And on the other side, you're going to generate $1,400. That's a 10x ROI, which you can continue to do indefinitely and keep scaling. And another thing is that this isn't just any patient. This is a lead. This is somebody that's now informed because we took them through our webinar. So it's not just any lead. They now know all the misconceptions. We've addressed any questions they might have, which is why we do it live, so that we can answer these questions for them. I did want to show you what this webinar funnel looks like. And this is what the page looks like. It's very simple. We drive the traffic here. Quick video of you thanking them and inviting them and what we're going to cover on this webinar. We typically do it on Thursdays around 6 or 7 p.m. That's when people are home, and it increases the chances of them actually watching. In this free webinar, we're going to cover how ketamine works and is different than other treatments. We're going to talk about how effective it is. We're going to talk about common misconceptions and the precautions we take to keep you safe. And then we're going to talk about how we can help them live a better life, making ourselves a priority, and why they should attend. And then they come on here, they reserve their spot, they enter their name, their email, we'll add phone number here. We'll customize this for your practice. And then after that, they get some reminders for them to actually attend the webinar. And then we invite them in for a consult, at which point now we paid $120 for a new patient. Now, you now have 2 options at this point. You could go and try to figure this out all by yourself and spend tens and thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, and get frustrated. Trust me, I've been there figuring this all out and waste years of your life. Or you could just work with somebody that's already done it, that's put in the work and figured it out. And then all you have to do is follow our proven system. And together, we'll build this out for you. And believe me when I say this, like if there were a shortcut or an easier way to grow your business, this is it. And that's simply just working with somebody that has a proven system and who's actually done it. I always think of it like, if you go on some sort of excursion, it always is much more helpful if you hire a tour guide versus just figuring it out on your own. And together we will build your war machine that's going to help you scale your business. And if you've made it this far, I'd like to invite you on a free strategy session. Now, I will warn you, I only work with about 8 to 10 people per month because this is very time intensive on our end as well. And we've opened up the schedule for the next 5 days so that you can book a call. If you are ready, if you are tired and you're frustrated and you just want to take your business to that next level, and then today's the day. Book a free strategy session. We'll go over all of this and see if we can help you. If it doesn't make sense, that's okay, no harm. If anything, you'll walk away with a lot of value and a clear understanding on what you need to do next. But if you are ready, then go ahead and book that free strategy session, and we'll meet together one-on-one and discuss how we can make this a success for you. All right. Thank you for watching. I look forward to talking to you.